Truth is, I'm scared cause when I see you coming, all I wanna do is tell you that I love you. I know.
Five things self-loving women do. Number one, prioritize ourselves in our lives. So to make sure that we are eating well, to make sure we're drinking all our water, to make sure that we are getting out and exercising, to make sure that we are accomplishing the goals that we set out for ourselves, to make sure that we are becoming the woman that we envision ourselves to be, the mother that we envision ourselves to be, and the wives that we envision ourselves to be, right? Those are important things to think about when you are prioritizing yourself, right? One of the things that I tell my daughter, okay, because I know that there are a lot of women that are solely focused on the whole marriage aspect or becoming someone's wife or being someone's spouse. Like that's the main purpose of our existence, and it's not. The main purpose of our existence is to become who it is that we always envision ourselves to be. And who is that person that the little girl inside of you always wanted to be? Who did you see yourself as energetically? How did you want people to perceive you? How did you want people to receive you? Okay? And what is it that you wanted to do all your whole life? Are you pursuing a life to be that woman, right? I teach her that the main thing that we need to be doing is focusing on what we want to be. The boys are going to be there. The girls are going to be there. The friends are going to be there. The activities are going to be there. There are some things that, of course, you don't want to miss out on, but making sure that you develop yourself into the woman that you want to be is important. Not focusing on being the woman for somebody else. The woman that you are, being fully authentic in who you are, is more important than trying to be who it is that the guy that you think that you like or love wants you to be. I come from a place of experience when I talk about this. When I first met their dad, I was living my authentic life as who I was authentically. And as time went on, me wanting to be someone that he loved, someone that he liked when things started to go bad, kind of put me in this mindset of trying to be like the woman or the women that he found attractive, or be the type of person that he always said that I would never be or never was. Or like one of the things that he used to bring up a lot was that I wasn't street smart, and that's because I grew up in the suburbs. Before my mother passed away, it wasn't a privileged life, but I lived a life similar to the one that I'm living now, that I'm providing for my children. And after she passed away, the only reason I met him is because I chose to try to form a relationship with my father. So that meant that I had to I had to go down a few levels. And I met him in school, which is the school that my mom went to. But he was one of those kids from the neighborhood that my dad lived in. So, and I wasn't that type of girl. I just wasn't. I never took a city bus. I never had to take a fucking city bus. And you know, I had to learn how to be something that I wasn't. And in order to be loved by a man that I had children by, I felt like I needed to turn myself into something that I wasn't. And it effectively, it worked. It was really hard trying to strip myself of the things that I learned or taught myself to be in order to be accepted by him and the people around him. And so prioritizing ourselves and our lives or in our lives is important. To be who you are. Prioritize who you are. Prioritize who you want to be over everything else. It's not selfish. If there are people that are telling you that it's selfish to focus on yourself, it's selfish to focus. It's not selfish to focus on yourself. It's not selfish to make sure that you are becoming who you want to be. Selfishness has nothing to do with boundaries. Selfishness has nothing to do with being achieve your achievements, right? Accomplishments, right? Choosing things because you are being sure that you are making sure that you're happy, right? Selfishness does not come from that. When you're being selfish, you're choosing not to give to others. You're choosing not to be a loving individual. You're choosing to only do things because, and you're not thinking about how it affects other people and stuff like that. That's the difference between a person that is prioritizing themselves and being selfish. Okay. Number 2, we have leave relationships and friends when the welcome has been depleted, and walk away from the table when love is no longer being served. This one is one of my favorites. To walk away and leave relationships or friendships when you have outgrown your welcome or outstayed your welcome, or that love is no longer being served. When you don't feel like there is love still in that situation, like if you can really look at your man or your friends and tell that they no longer love you the way that they used to, and show that they love you the way that they used to, show up in your life the way that love shows up. It's supposed to show up the way that you deem it to be love. And hopefully it's a higher vibrational aspect of it, and not some toxic version of love that you found dealing with some toxic person that breadcrumbed you. We're talking about filling cups here, not gaslighting. Okay? When it's no longer being served, it serves no more purpose. The situation serves no more purpose. Okay? So learn when it's no longer there, and learn to have the courage to walk away from these things when you're sitting at a table that love is no longer being served at. Then 3, we have don't settle for less. Don't settle for less than what we deserve. We are the ones that determine our worth. The health of our self-perception determines what we believe our worth is. Okay? So the health of our self-perception determines what we believe our worth is. So having a healthy view of yourself, understanding of who you are, helps you to determine what you believe you are worth. And a lot of the times it will save you from getting into toxic situations with people if you know that you are above a certain caliber of person or situation. And I'm not saying that anybody's better than anybody, but there are certain energies that you know that will deplete you, that will tear you apart if you are a part of it, because you could be someone that is dealing with a lot of hard people that have to be hard because of their environment. And you could be someone that is soft and happy and full of love and light. And these people thrive off of darkness and scam and do all types of shit, you know? And to force yourself to be a part of those sort of things can definitely change the way that you view yourself. But it's important not to do like I did, as we spoke about in the first one. Make yourself small so that you can fit into a situation that is less than what you deserve. Okay? And then we have 4. Move towards your desire without seeking validation, permission, or approval. Ask for forgiveness later. So I love this because this kind of came about through a song. Do what you want to do and then ask for forgiveness later. Because as long as it's not something that's going to hurt somebody, yeah, as long as it's not something that's hurting somebody, why not? Why not do what makes you happy? Just because you have someone that doesn't believe that this is something that you should be doing, because they don't see themselves doing it, doesn't mean that you can't do it. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. A lot of people wouldn't be successful if they were listening to people in their opinions about what it is that they should do. I spend a lot of time listening to what other people think that thought that I should do, and I led myself into a space that I feel like I could have done a lot more for myself and my family. So, ask for forgiveness later and do what the fuck you want. And then we have 5. Continue down the path of our purpose, dreams, hopes, and goals. Quitting is not an option, and if hard work is required, we put it in until we reach our desired results. So, going down the path that feels right for you, doing the things that comes natural to you, following your purpose, and achieving the different goals that you have for yourself is one of the things that we do when we love ourselves. Because why not? You're here to satisfy yourself. You're here to experience things yourself, right? We're not on the planet to only help other people. We're also on the planet to help ourselves. And a lot of the times, doing things that make us happy, fulfilling our purpose, living in our purpose, typically is something that is going to help another person. So continue to go down those routes and don't quit until you get there. It may be a lot of hard work, but a winner is not going to quit on themselves. Okay? A true woman is not going to quit on herself. A strong woman never quits on herself because she knows she has some shit to do. All right, so I hope that this helps. See you guys later.